Assalamualaikum and good morning class. This is Puan Emawati. So I'm going to use this video to teach you about the technique of how should you do the sketching for the short run production course. Okay, so we are going to use two graphs for this, and we will have 7 different curves that to comply with the short run production course that we have learned earlier in our previous class. Okay, so as you can see here, those 7 short run production costs are total cost, total fixed cost, total variable cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average cost, and marginal cost. Okay, so if you do your business, if you are having a production in your business activities, so you might deal with these 7 different types of production costs. Okay, before we proceed to our graph, I would like to ask you one question. What makes this set of costs to be categorized as a short run production cost? Short run. Kenapa kita katakan bahawa ke-7 kos ni adalah kos pengeluaran jangka masa pendek, short run. Okay, what is our indication? What is the indication to say, to tell that this is actually a short run production cost? Okay. Okay, the answer is because it is considered as a short run production cost because in this set of production costs, we can find this value of fixed cost, total fixed cost. Fixed cost is actually to represent the value of your fixed input. Okay, so from fixed input, so you will have fixed cost. So from variable input, you will then have a variable cost. So we can see that we have this formula of total fixed cost. We have this total fixed cost in the group of the set of the short run production cost. And we knew that in our previous lesson about the periods in economics. Okay, periods, the time period can be divided into 3. So we have market period, and then we have short run period and long run period. So we are saying that a company is having a short run period if there is at least one fixed cost in their production activities. Okay, so in this case, we still have this total fixed cost. So this is why we are saying that this company, is having a short run production cost. So that would be the answer lah. Okay, now let's proceed to the curves. Okay, so we are going to have 2 different graph here. Okay, so the first graph is actually for us to draw the 3 curves of total cost, total fixed cost, and total variable cost. And the second graph is to draw the marginal cost, average variable cost, and average fixed cost. Okay, so for these 2 types of graph, it is not necessarily mean that you need to put them in this sequence. If you want to draw draw this graph, right next to another, so it is okay. This is not like those graphs that we have drawn for law of marginal returns and stages of production. No, so for those previous graph that we have sketched earlier, we need to put them in position where we have this, where we have those graph at vertical format atas dan bawah. Okay. Tapi but for this two graph, it is okay. It is free for you to have them in any position. Alright, so we are going to start with the first graph. So we are going to have these three curves. Okay. So I have this template. It is not 90 degrees. Okay. Okay. So we have this y-axis and x-axis to represent the cost and the quantity, which is also production. Right. So there is some rules on how should we do the sketching. So let's start with the first curve. So I'm gonna start this graph with our first curve. With the first line, which is a total fixed cost. Okay. So we're going to start with this. So this is going to be the first line. Okay. Any point here? Right. So make it 90 degrees jangan sangat-sangat Alright. Okay. So this will represent your total fixed cost. So you can start at any point that touch the cost axis. Okay. This is y axis ke x axis? Saya tak tahu. Okay. So I will let you to remember that. Okay, so this is actually the first line. We name it as a line because it is a straight line. It is not curving. If it is a curving line, so we name it as a curve. Okay, so since this is a straight line, so we are going to name it as a line. Okay, so this is going to be the first line that we drew. So I'm gonna label this as a total fixed cost. Total fixed cost. Okay, so you can see here we have this straight line. Okay, so this is to represent the total fixed cost. So this is also to comply. This is also to apply with the characters of fixed cost. So we can see here for every level of production, quantity is to represent your production. Okay, so for every level of production, the total fixed cost remain the same at one values. Okay, so even though the quantity increase, so the quantity will increase when we have this movement from left to right. Okay, so as our quantity increase, the total fixed cost remain unchanged. Nama pun fixed cost kan, cost tetap. So this is why we are having this 90 degrees of straight line for total fixed cost. Okay, so this is going to be the first curve. The first line. Okay. Next is I'm gonna start with total cost. Okay. So we are going to sketch the total cost curve. So I need to have this. So we are going to start here. The intersection of the axis with the total fixed cost. So this is the starting point of the total fixed cost. So this is going to be also the starting point for the total cost. Okay. So start from here. Okay. You're going to have a curve. Curving, make it curve. Melengkung-lengkung belengkuk-lekuk. Belekuk-lekuk. Nama pun curve kan. Alright. So So I'm gonna have a different color for this. Alright. Okay. Tak kisahlah dia mula, asalkan dia bermula di tempat yang sama tak kisah dia berakhir di sana ke sini ke, tak kisah. Okay. So I'm gonna label this. So I'm gonna name this curve total cost. Okay. That's it. So you need to have your total cost curve curving, dia melengkung-lengkung macam ni, and it should start here. Alright. Okay, next I'm going to draw the last curve, which is a total variable cost. Okay, so everybody please watch. How should I do this? Alright. So you are going to have your total variable cost. So I'm going to expand the okay. And then I'm going to label this total variable cost. Right. Okay. So this is your total variable cost. Okay. So your total variable cost should have same pattern as your total cost. Okay, so you can see here we are having the same pattern as what we have in the for the total cost. Okay, and then you must make sure that your total variable cost start at the intersection of these two axes. This is going to be the starting point of your total variable cost. In our next class, I'm gonna ask you what is the reason of these starting points of total cost, total variable cost, and total fixed cost. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question in our next class. Okay, and I'm gonna give you tips. Okay, the answer is actually in the tables that you have prepared earlier here. So I have asked you to complete this table. Okay, and this is actually the areas that you can find the reason of this sketch of this curve that we have sketched. Okay, why do we start the total cost here? Okay, why do we start our total variable cost here? Why do we have a same pattern of total cost and total variable cost? Okay, and why do we have a straight line for the total fixed cost? All of those answers are actually in your table. Okay, so I need you to do your analytical. I need you to to use your knowledge. Okay, apply them. Okay, and please find me the answers for those questions lah. Okay, apapun whatever it is, okay, this is the technique on how should you do the sketching. So I'm gonna summarize the important areas of this curve. I need to have red. Alright. Okay. Okay. So these are the important rules that you need to apply in doing this sketching. Okay, you must make sure that your total fixed cost is a straight line 90 degrees. Okay, and the starting point for the total cost would be same as the starting point for the total fixed cost, and the starting point for the total variable cost should be where we have this y-axis and x-axis intersect. Okay, so you cannot draw your graph like this, cannot lah. Tergantung macam tu tak boleh. Okay, ataupun dia bermula di atas tak boleh salah Alright. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so we have done with the first graph. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. Right. Okay. So we have done with the first graph. So now let's proceed to the second graph where we are going to draw a marginal cost, average cost, average variable cost, and average fixed cost. Right. So for these three curves, we also have some few rules in doing the sketching. So I'm gonna start with the first curve, which is also the most important curve, which is a marginal cost curve. Okay, so I'm gonna start at any point in the graph. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. Okay, so I want to have this big tick, which is to represent the MC curve. Alright, okay. Alright. So this is the marginal cost curve. So you can see here, we start here and then bring it down a slide, okay, a bit slide, okay, and then bring it up. So you have big tick here, okay, for the marginal cost curve. So let's label this. So this is marginal cost. So since it is so important, so I'm gonna color this red. Okay. Right. Okay, big red tick, okay, for marginal cost curve. Now, let's proceed to the next curve, which is average cost curve. So I choose to draw an average cost curve next. Okay, so we will have this, start from here, okay, goes down until you touch the MC curve. Okay, once it touch the MC curve, bring it up. More like an hyperbola dia melengkung-lengkung sikit. Okay, so make sure that the minimum point is intersecting with the MC curve. Okay, so label it as an AC. Okay, so this is AC. Okay, So you can see here the minimum point is intersecting with the MC curve. The minimum point of SC, okay, intersect with MC curve. Okay. Next, we are going to draw the third curve, which is average variable cost. So I'm going to copy here the SC curve. Okay, so the average variable cost should be located below the average cost curve. Okay, so don't forget to label your curve. Nak markah, sila labelkan. Okay. Saya bawa ke atas sikit supaya nampak lebih cantik. Tadi tu rapat sangat. Right. Right. Again, okay. For the average variable cost, the minimum point should intersect with marginal cost curve. Okay, so this is the minimum point of average variable cost. So it intersect with marginal cost curve. Okay, and the last curve would be average fixed cost. So average fixed cost should be the curve at the bottom. Okay, so you can choose any point between the starting of marginal cost and the average variable cost. Okay, so you need to bring it down. And label them. So this is average fixed cost. Alright, that's it. So these are the three curves that we can draw in the second graph. So this second graph would represent the average cost, average variable cost, average fixed cost, and the MC curve. Okay, so this is the rules of drawing your curve. Okay, so for the AC curve, you must make sure that the minimum point of this curve intersect with MC. So I'm gonna highlight it. Okay, so let's make it more clear. Okay, alright. And then we have this AC curve, the minimum point intersecting with the MC curve. Okay, but not for average fixed cost. Average fixed cost does not have any minimum point. So your average fixed cost should start, okay, here, and then it will go way down. Okay, please make sure that your average fixed cost does not go beyond this axis. Okay, so that's it. So we can see here the rules in the first graph, okay, and the rules in the second graph. And we simply did this by doing a sketching. Okay. So I hope you can come up with your own graph, and I'm gonna pick any three of you to show your answer in our next class. So we are going to use those graphs of your friends, okay, as our discussion in our next class. Okay. So this is going to be the next part we will cover. So I'll see you for this new topic, okay? I will see you later for this new topic. So that's it for now. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Assalamualaikum and selamat pagi.